You are not the best, but still, you are not the worst. This is Paolo Azzola's advice to every striving millennial. Okay, good morning, Paolo. Welcome to the show called Self-Made.
Good morning.
Can you share with us your childhood?
I've had to, however, work very hard to get where I am here today. And I think that's part of a journey that I will always appreciate.
Or who inspired you when you were a kid?
Because I like music, so a lot of musicians inspired me. I liked skiing. Skiing was my passion, so a lot of skiers inspired me. Never did I think that I was going to be a business person. I always thought I was going to be a skier or a musician.
You mentioned that you really loved music when you were a kid. What that music really taught you? What did you learn through that?
Music taught me that it's all about practice and attitude rather than talent. So when you're about, let's say, 5, 6, 7, 10 years old, you start relying a lot on talent if you have it, right? And then you realize when you're 13, 14 that people who were maybe less talented than you did better than you because they were working harder and they had a better attitude. And that's something to me that was a great lesson. It meant that in order for you to be the best violinist, you need to be practicing 6, 7, 10 hours a day. It needs to be your blood, it needs to be your tears. That taught me that in life, attitude is more important than talent.
How about sports? You also mentioned you learned a lot from sports.
Sports taught me how to be alone with myself and not to look for comfort in other people. I was a skier, which is a very individual sport. You're part of a team, but effectively you're on your own.
Being a skier, did you ever dream of, or did you compete in the Olympics?
A few of the people that I used to be very familiar with when I used to ski that have won medals. So there's a Swiss guy called Beat Feutz who just won the bronze medal in Super G, I think, and he's one of the guys that I used to compete against. When I see that happen, I think...
How you feel?
I think, well, I couldn't have done it. He was better than me, he was stronger than me, and that's why he's there and I'm here. But I feel like I was very fortunate to have had that life before.
Because you mentioned just now that your friend won, because you did not, because he's better than you. Why you say that?
I don't think that life is about being a winner, really. Life is about making a positive impact in other people's lives and in your own. Whether you win or lose is a different story, I think. I haven't got an obsession with winning, I haven't got an obsession with beating other people, but I do have an obsession with making a difference, and I think the job that I'm in right now and the country that I'm in right now puts me in the best position to achieve that.
Who is Paolo? Who is he? What he do? Why he is in this position?
I never think about life in this is what I'm going to achieve by the time I'm 30, 40, 50 years old. It's all about what kind of an impact am I going to make. I'm very lucky because for me personally, I don't have things that that I have to care for. I don't have any kids. My family and friends would understand if I moved or did something differently. So I don't have attachments in my life that mean that not knowing what tomorrow is a negative thing, right? To me, not knowing what tomorrow is a positive thing and leaves so many options open.
Exactly, yeah. Now, what brought you to Philippines?
Work, basically. I knew very little about the Philippines before I came here, and I've learned a lot since I got here about 3 years ago. There was an opportunity that brought me here first to conceptualize a project which was ultimately PayMaya together with my boss who's Doivea, and together with the rest of the Voyager group. But I didn't know I was going to be here for more than 5 days the first time I came. Then I thought that I was going to be here for a few months. And now I've been here for 3 years, and I think I'm going to be here much longer.
What do you love about Philippines?
Well, I love the work that I'm doing here, and I love the fact that my job takes me across the country.
Wow. So, what's the biggest challenges you're experiencing here, dealing with Filipinos?
The biggest challenge at the beginning was to get people to go to a meeting on time. that was a big challenge, because I think here, because of the traffic, because of also a more laid-back mindset compared to where I was before, which is London and New York, meetings never start at exactly the right time, or rarely start exactly the right time. I know a lot of Filipinos who are on time also, so it's not a reflection of everyone. It's just my personal experience at the beginning.
So if there's something that you see or saw in Filipinos that we need to improve?
Be able to talk to each other a bit more directly.
Yeah.
I think it's it's a cultural say background of the Philippines to not actually directly address problems.
Yes.
And the Philippines can go on like this, and then nothing's going to go wrong, right?
Yes.
So it's not that the Philippines should change it. It's just if acceleration of development is one thing the Philippines wants to do, then speaking more directly could be a way to do that.
So what's your best advice to millennials then?
There's always going to be a time in life when you feel like you're the best, and there's always going to be a time in life when you think you're the worst. And the key to life is to be able to balance both feelings. Never think you're the best, never think you're the worst. Always build yourself up when you're feeling very, very down, and also break yourself down when you're feeling a little too confident. That to me was the lesson that I learned when I went to college for the first time. Mm-hmm. In school, you build, an idea that, you might be very good in your class. Mm-hmm. You might have achieved things on a very small scale, and you think you're something better than other people. Mm-hmm. And you get to university and you look around and you think, oh, there's a lot of smart people around, right? Mm-hmm. And then you build yourself up again, and at university you do well, and therefore you get a good job. Mm-hmm. On the first day at the job, you look around and you think, oh, there's a lot of smart people around here. Yeah. So every step in life, you're gonna think you're the dumbest person in the room or the smartest person in the room. Mm-hmm. And the reality is you're neither at any step in life. So to me, that was the one thing that I wish I'd known beforehand. And so for millennials to know that would be, I think, helpful.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
You.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
Every success has its struggles. Every dream has its trials and tests. Listen to their stories, because if they did it, you can also be called self-made.